Hey guys, how's it going? Where's the camera this time? The camera's over here. I'm kind of off camera because I brought it in a lot tighter since we're only going to be working on this area. I figured that would be better. Welcome back. Today we're going to be taking these guys out of their packages, and putting them on the shelves. Pretty much what we were supposed to do yesterday. Didn't get to it. I did a little bit last night, but I spent most of my time organizing this room so the cats didn't tear into everything that I had all over the place. I didn't get much done. We're probably not going to do a whole ton today just because I think it's probably going to be boring for you guys, honestly. So I'll probably just kill the stream eventually and just do it on my own. But we'll see. So, where to get started? I guess let's go ahead and start with this shelf right here. Is everything working? Audio's good. I'm on camera. It seems to be working well enough. Alright, I think we're good. I never opened my Archer figure. Let's open it. I need to turn Nightbot off completely. He's useless. He's useless. Hey, Bog. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Dang it. I forgot to get a fan. I'm gonna melt again today. Oh, man. I need to get a fan. You watch me every day? That's what I say to people, and they seem to be creeped out by it. Alright, for Archer, what do we want? Let's just give him his 2 swords. You guys have the music on your end? Is it loud enough? The BGM? I can't remember what Archer's supposed to hold. Well, that's not good. His hand's off. Hand's laying in the bottom of the package. That's not good. So for these guys, I'm basically just going to be setting them down until I figure out how I want to display them. Alright, we need your hands, Archer. I need to buy one because I don't have anything that... I only have one that's outside in my workshop in the garage, which gets to be like 1,000,000,000 degrees. And I don't want to bring that in here because... Damn cat hair. Because who knows what's living in the base of that fan at this point. Hey, you guys want to see a pro tip? Kind of a pro tip. It's not really, but it kind of is. I don't know. I don't really have a surface to do it on. But I'll show you the concept. If you collect Figmas and you get these packages right here, can you see this well enough? Yeah, I'm kind of washed out, but hopefully you can see this. The best way to open these so that you can reuse them if you want to stuff stuff back in them and put them in the package, lay them on a surface you don't mind scratching, run your knife blade across the top, right underneath where it's glued together, and if you do it right, it'll probably take a couple tries, meaning a couple different figures, because you're either going to push too hard or probably not enough. You will cut through just enough to perforate one side. Then you can pull on it and it creates little pockets that are just sliced open for you, and it's super convenient. I don't have a hard surface here, so it's going to be tricky. I'm doing it on top of a cardboard box, which means I'll likely go straight through. But let's see. Let's see if I did it right. If you do it right, you should be able to just go. Okay, I didn't do it hard enough. Let's try again. You got to be real careful if you're doing it on a soft surface, because when it's soft, it's way easy to go all the way through. All right, here we go. Let's try it. Uh-oh. It looks like I might have gone too far. Let's see. Like I've done it 1,000,000 times before. So you see, it creates little tiny pockets. And it's super convenient for putting your stuff away. First try. That's professionalism. Right there. I don't usually get it on my first try when I'm not using my... I find the best surface is a piece of wood. Is that something you hear a lot, John? Okay, I would like to point out one thing, guys. I mean, yesterday you saw I was sweating my ass off because it did get pretty hot in here. But even when the room itself isn't hot, these lights, even though they're CFLs, they still get pretty freaking hot. And I sweat my ass off most times when I'm shooting, so get used to it. Everyone in the chat knows where the shelves came from. My big head too big in the shot? Is that okay? You guys mind seeing my big head? Oh, hey, speaking of my big head, so these doors, if you do end up buying them, they have the option to put like rice paper or colored paper or whatever you want in there, and they come with like this plasticky cardboard in there that's white and black, white on one side, black on the other. And so it just comes out when you're getting them set up, but I didn't realize it wasn't as, I guess, rigid as I thought it was. So as I'm getting the first one out, the inside thing, because you don't have the clips in there to hold it, it falls down and it hit me right, the corner of it hit me right in the center of the forehead. Now I have a little scratch on my forehead. You guys probably saw it yesterday. I was hoping it wouldn't show up, but I was looking at the video last night and I'm pretty sure you could see a dot in the middle of my forehead. Also, I found out last night that you guys could see my underwear in a bunch of the shots. I apologize about that. I don't sag my pants, but these elastic waist shorts are like 15 years old and sometimes they droop a bit. Alright, Archer, you are done. Let's open up Sabre. Sabre. If you get that reference, you're a cool kid. I don't mean that in a sarcastic way, I mean a real cool kid. Normally I use the term cool kids as a derogatory term for the people that think they're cool when in reality they don't have anything going for them. But in this case I mean it. No, you didn't see my ass crack, my underwear. Plumbers are known for showing their ass crack. Does it feel like Christmas? No. One, I paid for all these things. Two, I've opened them, or at least, except for these two, I've opened them before. So, no. Alright, which hands do we need for Sabre? Hate it when they tape the two clamshells together. Gosh dang it. I think what I'm gonna do from now on is just pretend I am the person all the whiny, complaining people say I am, and literally bitch about everything. I think that might be fun. There's the hands. I need the gripping hands. I drank some Dr. Pepper before I started, which is definitely a pro tip if you're gonna shoot videos. Drink something fizzy that makes you burp. It's a great way to get things going. Anyway, I don't know if you guys weren't here last time, which was like yesterday evening. Oh, look, I did it again, twice in a row. I must be good at this. I'm gonna mostly not pose these for now. I'm just gonna put them in like very generic hero poses like you can kind of see up there. And then once I can determine how much space I have available, then I'll worry about getting out more accessories and display stands and things like that. The first thing, though, I need to do, because I've got a bunch of figures that aren't here. So I'd like to get more figures out. Like somebody was complaining yesterday that if I don't put them in cool poses, like action fighting each other poses, then there's no point in displaying them. To that I said, I'd rather display more of my collection than have them in cool poses. I'll put them in moderately cool poses and display more. I think that's a better option. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I want to get as much as I can on these shelves. So if that means mostly hero poses, I'm okay with that. What do I think my most expensive collectible is? I don't buy a lot of super expensive stuff, but I've got a couple of Halo statues that are in a... I think I have 2 left, and they were a couple hundred, like 2 or 3 a piece. So probably those. I don't buy a lot of super expensive stuff. I have a lot of stuff that is expensive, but not incredibly. Like all of these, the most expensive thing on this shelf is probably 150 bucks at most. I'm not counting play arts, because they're all 150 bucks. But I mean, even the expensive little things. I tend to avoid overpriced stuff. Third-party Transformers, I'm not into it. Hey, kitty. Cat's here. Now we can get stuff going. Yeah, right. Okay, so Saber has no means of holding her scabbards. Does she hold both swords at the same time? Normally when I'm posing figures, I will look up reference of the figures so that I can determine what poses to do. But I can't do that for literally everything here. So I'm just going to use the pet. Did you just lick my cup? You better not have licked my cup. I think she only holds one sword at a time, but I can't remember, and she's only ever holding one on the package. So let's just give her one sword. Yeah, I'm gonna... So everything here right now is just the stuff that's in packaging, as you can see. And I will be getting out all my World of Nintendo and NECA and maybe some Marvel Legends, that kind of stuff. Once I determine spacing. I don't want to have loose figures laying all over the place if I'm not going to have room to put them down. So, we shall see what happens. Which sword should we use? That sword? That's a cool sword. Or this one? I think this is the better sword. Honestly, I can't remember Fate Stay Night very much. I've been watching Fate Apocrypha. It's not as good. At all. Not even close. Zero was better. Which sword is better looking? That one's bigger. That one's got more... We'll go with bigger. They say bigger's not better. Only the small people say that. Do I have a favorite Pokemon? Everybody has a favorite Pokemon. I'm gonna go with Wargreymon. Alright, we've got 2. Oh, wow, we're making great headway so far. Oh no! Oh, nope, I thought I grabbed the sealed one. Thanks! I can't read your name disappeared, but thanks for the support. I'm glad you like my content. I wouldn't say it's that bad. I don't think Fate Apocrypha was terrible. It just wasn't very good. The doors don't close enough to seal out cat hair, but I have installed, and I have to do more still because I didn't get enough. I underestimated what it would need because in some places I have to double up. But I'm using foam weather stripping around the edges so the doors are completely sealed. So there's dust free and cat hair free, which is, I don't want to have to dust this shit. It's too much stuff. My favorite Digimon? I'm probably gonna go with Mewtwo or Charizard, if I had to pick. You like this angle better than yesterday? Yeah, but yesterday I was trying to show the whole cabinets. Today I'm showing you me setting them up. Yesterday I wasn't doing any setup. Can I just point out something? That's all. Under boob. What was I saying? Oh, somebody was complaining that I have doubles of figures and that I should have spent the money on other figures rather than doubles of the figures I already have. I didn't respond because there's no point. But does it look like I'm lacking for figures? I mean, I have what I want for the most part. It's not that I'm like, oh, I can't buy that because I bought two of the other thing. I always buy two, even if I like. It's not like I have a lot of money. Let me make that clear. But I'm wise about my collecting, and I sell things when I need to sell things, and that kind of stuff. But if you buy two of things when they're retail price, then when you need to buy more later, it doesn't cost you a fortune. Like if it breaks or something, or if you do end up needing to sell one, you can usually sell them for more. Honestly, it's not that hard to collect a lot of things without spending a ton of money. What would you say is the action figure line which gave you the most views? Play Arts. Probably Play Arts. If you're talking about like per video. Now I've done a whole lot more, or Dragon Ball Figure Arts, but I've done a whole lot more Marvel Legends videos, even though per video they don't get as many views. So if you're talking about the whole line, then that's why. Hi from Kuwait. Well, hello from the US. I wasn't complaining. I don't know what you're referring to. A second season of what show? This show? No, it ended, dude. There's no room for a second season. Also, I need to point out something else. Who's the best Jedi? Well, obviously it's Rey, because you know, you don't need any lineage or training or anything to be a good Jedi now. Stop it. Go lay down somewhere. I do have two Figure Arts Goku Blacks. Now you see my logic. I bought them at retail price, and now guess what? They're worth a whole lot more. So if I need another one, I have it already. If I don't need another one, ka-ching. See how that works? I recommend everyone do that. Alright, we just need to point out one more thing. Oh, it's probably too washed out. What if I put it real close? You can't jump up here right now, okay? I have stuff in my lap that's not a fur ball, that's alive. Alright, go lay down. Alright, we're gonna pose her with her katana. Can't remember the name of the katana. But no more scissor blade. I think we have enough scissor blade on the shelf already. I've never made a Giant Man custom. Captain Marvel's gonna be the Mary Sue. I sure hope not. We don't need Mary Sues. If they're gonna do that, they should just make good characters. Instead of trying to just be like, oh, look, female leads, talk about our movie so that we get more ticket sales. Why not just make good movies? I'm pretty sure I need to set a different hand for this sword. I can't remember now, but I'm gonna check. It's been a while, guys. Yep, I remembered it. It's a different hand for the katana. I may not remember everything about every figure I own, but I remember most of it. Hey guys, remember when yesterday I was putting stuff in the shelves? And I kept trying to put stuff through the glass? That's the wrong side. That's the wrong one. I grabbed the wrong one. Wait. You like Rey? Why? I mean, she's fine. Like, if I met her on the street, I'd be like, yo. And then that would be the end of the conversation because she has no character at all. Burn. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I remembered incorrectly. I don't see another hand. There's a bunch of left hands. I don't need another left hand, though. How many left hands are there? Holy... Oh, whoop. There it is. I was wrong. It is there. I was right, I mean. This wasn't on the tree. Booyah. Unless I am wrong and that's for the scabbard. We're about to find out. Oh, it fits. So we're gonna do it. Funniest part of Avengers Infinity War? Nothing. I'm tired of movies that aren't supposed to be funny trying to be funny. You want to talk about a funny Marvel movie? Look at Ant-Man. An appropriately funny movie. You want to look at movies that aren't supposed to be funny? Every other Marvel movie. They had it so right with the first Avengers, with little jokes here and there. Between like Thor and Hulk, or Hulk and Loki, or Iron Man and everyone. They did it so much better back then. Infinity War should have had no humor in it. The Guardian stuff felt just as forced as ever. The most underrated action figure in your opinion? I don't know, man. You see this? This is like 1/5 of my collection. There's so many. Underrated. I'm gonna go with... I don't know. I don't know what other people think about figures. Yeah, Kill la Kill has a very definitive ending. So, it ended. Let's just say the title doesn't disappoint. Everyone dies. Everyone dies. The power of all their under boob and side boob consumes them all. Hey, listen guys, if you're gonna just spam chat with gibberish, then you're not gonna be allowed to hang out. I'd rather everybody stay and hang out, but knock off the spam. For reals. Anybody asking how I got those SDCC figures early didn't pay attention to the video, because I said it in the beginning of every video. You know what's worse than not paying attention to the video and then asking a question that was answered in the video? Nothing! Nothing is worse than that. My favorite brand of figures? I guess if I had to pick, I'm gonna go generic and say Tamashii Nations, because they cover as much stuff as any other company, if not more, and overall have a general quality about them. Alright, here's gonna be a test. Let's see if I can put on this dryer sheet of a cape for Guts and see if I can make it look decent. Guys, like, I'm happy to answer questions, but this isn't really like a question and answer session. If you guys are just gonna keep doing that, I'm not gonna get most of the questions answered, because they're just gonna disappear before I can get to them. Man, that is such a good cape. Look at that cape. Whoever had the idea of making his cape out of this dryer sheet material, they should have been fired. What other things do you do besides collect and customize figures? I shoot reviews. Yep. That's it. That's a joke. Oh, he can't bend enough to put the sword up on his... Yeah, he can. On his shoulder. Yeah, that's a bad pose. I play video games. I do 3D modeling. I'm making my own line of action figures. That's kind of a time-consuming thing. I watch TV. I sleep sometimes. I pooped. Pooped once. So there's that. I do plenty of things. Don't judge me. Alright. We're just trucking along here. How come you don't display most of the figures you have opened and others you don't still display them too? English, please. I'm literally setting up the display right now. Literally doing it. If your question is why is there such a small portion of figures here compared to what I own, space? No, the more slanted right hand puts the sword away. Yeah, because the hand goes, instead of being like this, the hand goes like this, which is the wrong angle. If you're leaning on your shoulder, you need to lean it toward the body. But he can lean it either way. It's not a good pose. Alright, so these guys are going to be a total pain in the ass, because I'm definitely going to put them... Or at least I wanted to have them all jumping with their 3DM gear, but... I kind of like them all with their capes, too. It'll be very dynamic to have them with their gear. Like just standing with the capes or jumping with the... I guess it doesn't really matter. The only difference is the front little arrow thingies. I think we're just going to leave them standing for now because that's going to take up so much space. Would I ever customize WWE figures? No, never, ever, ever. I won't even shop at a store that carries WWE figures. Don't you have plans to review any of the Bring Arts figures? I don't. That is correct, I don't. Buddy, you don't need to be right here in my business. Go do something cat-like that's not bothering me. Definitely should have worded that differently, because now he knows exactly what he's going to do. He's going to bother me, aren't you? Not on the computer. Oh my gosh. Jumped right on the computer. Don't walk on the computer. Yeah, I'm not leaving any in their packages. Except for if I have something, like I have a Halo figure. You guys might be able to see it. Yeah, you can see it. You can barely tell what it is, but that was signed by Master Chief and Cortana, voice actors. That's gonna stay. Yeah, listen, if you're gonna be in the chat and be a dingleberry and then be disrespectful to the moderators for telling you to not be a dingleberry, you are not welcome here. This is a place that's supposed to be a happy place for everyone. Not just for you to run your mouth. That's my job. I'm the only one supposed to be running his mouth. Because no one can ban me. The joke, people. I mean, it's true, but it's still a joke. Let's see if I can remember how to assemble these guys. All cats. All cats need attention all the time. And if they're not trying to get your attention, it's because they're doing something that's going to piss you off. I get up this morning and there's puke everywhere. And not even a hairball to go with it. That was so frustrating. YouTube doesn't ban channels, they delete channels. You can't get banned as a content creator. Not how it works. Why are we starting with Armin, you ask? Because Armin is secretly the best character in the show. Just kidding. Just kidding. I don't think we're gonna peg him in or anything, so I think that's all we need. I think that's all the parts. If I had a kit... Oh, the comment went away too fast. Alright, new rule. If I don't answer your question, you're allowed to ask it a second time once. That way it doesn't end up being all spammy. And then hopefully I see it. If not, well, that's the way it goes. There's too many people commenting for me to answer. Why can't you get a cat? We don't know if they're done with variable action heroes. Their regular figures sold pretty well. Not wonderfully, but pretty well. Then they decided, hey, we should make giant figures that are like our little ones, except way more money and terrible. That's not a good business model. I'm betting with all the gear, he's going to need a stand to hold him up. We'll see. Randall White. Thought you were out of town. Or are you back in town? No, I only have the heat problems when it gets really, really hot, and it's not that hot yet. There are just way too many parts to these figures. They must have lost money on them. They didn't sell them for that much. That's why I like them so much, though, too. They look like real little people. Hey, some bees, you did miss the stream yesterday. Oh, if I can balance these guys without display stands, that'll be great. I always try to avoid display stands if possible. That's leaning too far forward. It's almost gonna work. We'll let it go for now. Dragon Ball figures today? I don't know. We'll see. Hi, buddy. Can you just lay there? That's a great spot. It's a cardboard box. It's next to me. That's perfect. Just lay there, please. Please, just lay down. Have you tried switching variable action heroes Robin, interchange legs with Boa Hancock? No. That's not a bad idea. Although, they have to, no. You'd have to, well, I guess you could change your feet too. Thoughts on the Venom movie? We don't really have anything but the original trailer still, right? Once we get more, I'll have thoughts. So far, my thoughts are it could be fine. Everything's okay with me except the head. Venom's head, the top half of his head looks stupid. It's too scrunched. Figma Link Between Worlds or watch my reviews, man. Watch, guys, don't ask me about figures. Watch the reviews. I spend a lot of time and effort making those reviews. That's how I make a living. Please don't not watch them and then ask me to tell you what's in them. That's kind of shitty. That's almost like going to McDonald's and asking them what their burgers taste like. You know what? If you want to know, you better buy one. You don't even have to buy one here. All you have to do is watch a video. I'm not every time I sneeze, my cat meows and stuff. So if I blow on a figure to get dust or hair off of it, he thinks I'm sneezing and then he meows. Isn't that adorable? Oh, thanks, Randall. I appreciate it. Which Dragon Ball figures should you start out with? I don't know. Which characters do you like? I can't tell people what they should buy. If you notice, in my reviews, I always say, hey, if you like it, get it. I don't always say it, but I say it a lot. If you like it, get it. My job isn't to tell you what to like or what to buy. My job is to make recommendations based on quality alone. If you like something that's of bad quality, that's okay. I like a lot of my figures that aren't objectively good. But that's not my job as a reviewer to tell you that. My job is to give you all the information for you to decide what to do with. Oh yeah, the Venom's shark teeth are dumb too. One row of teeth is enough. More than enough. I did consider getting into the DC Essentials line, but as of the last time I saw it, they look goofy as hell, so... I don't know. Did they fix the proportions at all? I haven't paid attention to them. They haven't offered to send me any, so I haven't seen them in person. I might ask them, be like, hey guys, gimme. And they'll be like, no, piss off. And I'll be like, well, I tried. I tried. I have a little bit of bad news for all of you Digimon fans. My contact who sent me the Digivolving Spirits from Tamashi's Nations, he's not doing it anymore. He's not my contact anymore, and I haven't gotten in touch with the new guy yet. So I may not be reviewing those in the future. Because I'm not buying them. I already have not enough space for stuff. And money to buy things. Who pissed in your Cheerios this morning? I didn't know anyone did. Do you know something I don't know? What do I think of companies doing repaints? I think that's how companies make money to make new figures. I think it's funny how basically all the people, not that you're one of these people, just in general, the people complaining about like Tamashii Nation's repaints are the same people who gobble up Marvel Legends like they're the best figures in the world. And they're like 98% repaint per figure. Nobody minds it when Marvel Legends does it, and they buy all of them. And then as soon as Tamashii Nations does one or two, fill it with fire. Tell you what, I'd rather have a repaint of a good figure than a bunch of repaints of a lousy figure over and over again. But that's just me. How could it be too late to get into the Dragon Ball line? They haven't canceled it, so no. My favorite Batman figure, if you're talking classic Batman, it has to be the DC SH blue and gray Batman. If you're talking about overall, then I'm gonna go with Sparta Batman. It's such a solid figure. We're not talking about commissions, guys. Alright, we have 2 down out of 4. These guys take so long. Well, there's no reason to rush and buy the old Piccolo, so you might as well wait, unless you really want one. I think old Piccolo is still in stock at like Big Bad Toy Store, or just about anywhere. So, there's really no reason to run and buy it. You're better off just waiting at this point. Man, I would love a new Piccolo. But yeah, that's a good point. It's actually a good point to get into Dragon Ball figures, because unless you're a completionist, you're not really missing out on anything, because most of the main characters are getting redone or have been redone recently. So you win. Now me, I like to have both versions, but you open this damn thing. Did Mikasa's scarf come off to put on her cape? No, it doesn't. I didn't... Does it? No, it doesn't have to. I didn't think so, but I wanted to make sure I was remembering correctly. Yeah, Piccolo needs to be taller and just like broad as hell. Oh, I can't wait for a new Piccolo. Even if they only make him like Super Saiyan 3 build. Or I guess that's standard Goku build too. Oh man, that'll be so nice. What is your opinion on Glenn Webb's custom Marvel Legends? Why would I have an opinion on another customizer's customs? I'm not 9. I don't pay attention to what other people do. I do my work. You think Van Gogh was worried about, Picasso? Art history class is paying off. Not really. Still waiting for the new Goku TORF. I don't know what the heck you're talking about, Tiny. Is that a typo, or do I not know what you're talking about? One of those things has to be true. Okay, guys, that's enough of the what do you think about generic questions. I have not gotten the new Goku yet. I'll get it once Big Bad Toy Store gets it. Because I ordered it like everyone else. One more. My favorite Tiger and Bunny figure. Kind of partial to Origami Cyclone just because he has all that goodness, all that detailing. When did I get into Marvel Comics? Never. I don't like comics. I have no idea when I'll be able to finish that line. It takes a lot of effort and time. So, as soon as I can, I'm hoping to have them done by the end of the year. But, I don't know, we're getting there. We had a couple of really good streams this past week. We're getting there, guys. Get ready. Get your wallets ready. Since it's going through Kickstarter, it is almost completely dependent upon you guys. Hey, does anybody have a spare peg, a cape peg for one of these guys? I know my Armin was missing one, and I thought I got a replacement, but I don't know where it is. And so I can't peg in his cape. I'm gonna see if it's in his package. I thought I had a spare. Johnny, was that a joke about me taking too long? Hey, it's not easy. I don't read manga. I don't have time. If I'm gonna read something, I'm gonna read like a novel or something like that. I read like all the Halo novels until last year, and I kind of fell behind. So I need to catch up on those. And I can watch anime while I work. Okay. It's not in here. Damn it, I thought for sure I got a replacement. Oh! Is that the cape peg? Tiny, you're telling me that you're placing priority on pre-orders over my own line of action figures? That's hurtful. That hurts. I think this is my spare cape peg. I hope it is. This is an English-only chat. That's not the right peg. Oh, yeah it is. Alright. Yay, we found it. We found it with the power of friendship. Ooh. That's a really tough question. Captain Falcon or OOT Link? Oh, man. We already have Link figures, but OOT Link is the only one that matters. But we don't have a single Captain Falcon figure, so I don't know. All right, let's guess we're just gonna keep working our way up. I didn't say I don't like comic book characters. I said I don't like comics. There's a difference. My figure line, guys, I stream it 3 times a week. Lots of people know what it's gonna be. They're on Twitch and they're on YouTube 3 times a week. It's not as hard at New York Comic Con as it is in San Diego. But it's not generally that hard to get the Tamashii Nations exclusives in the first place. But if you do what you're supposed to do, you should be able to get it. If they run it the same way as they used to, you have to go get a ticket from them, and then you come back at a certain time using that ticket. I think that's how they do it. I might be confusing 2 different things now, though. Yeah, I'd much rather watch an animated series of superheroes than read comics. Cyberpunk Ninjas, guys. How is it those of you who are there don't know what they are? Come on now. We're definitely going with the cape look for Meta Knight, because I like it better than the wings. Although, I take it back. We're going for the wings. Don't try to copy my name. That's my name. Hey, don't you love it when people call you Tony even though you don't go by Tony? Easily one of my favorite things. It's weird to not like comics? No, it's definitely not. My dad goes by Tony also, but I don't. Heck, do I not use this? I can't remember how to do this. Oh, there it is. Haha. Yeah, I'm not hyped for a new Predator movie because they aren't notoriously good movies. I'm hoping it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. I wouldn't say I'm hyped for it. Like, I don't even know when it comes out. Exactly. What type of music? Instrumental. I forget how to change his face. Maybe I guess I don't. I guess I remember exactly how to do it. Hey guys, that Chun-Li I stood up on one foot last night, She's still up there. She didn't fall over. These shelves are heavy and they're connected to a wall and they're on carpet. So they should transmit very little vibrations or anything, so the figure shouldn't fall over. However, things like this Meta Knight where they're just really loose, like the peg holding him is very, very loose and round, that's not good. He'll probably end up swiveling just from his own weight. What's my job? I design action figures, I customize action figures, I review action figures, and I do unboxing videos. And this kind of video, this counts too. Hang on one second, guys, I'm sending a text. Okay, here we go. Almost done with this shelf of boxes. Gosh, it's like it's gonna take me a week and a half to do this, guys. Oh man, I think maybe on my birthday, instead of doing a sculpting stream, we're gonna do another one of these streams. My first exposure to superheroes, the 90s cartoons, which is obviously the best part of any superhero thing, the 90s cartoons. What's wrong with talking in Spanish is this is an English-only chat. That's all there is to it. It is simple as that. I need to get a new Sonic figure because this one has goofy proportions, and this is the cheap version, which will do, but I need a real version of Sonic. Why can't we get a good Sonic? The domino effect, at most, it can take out one shelf. But I wouldn't count on that. Damn it, Sonic! Can't even hold your own Chaos Emerald. Alright, you're not running it. I mean, you're not holding it anymore. You lost that opportunity. Shitty little figure. So now that there are more of you here, I would like to apologize again for my underwear showing on stream yesterday. I did not realize that was the case. So if you were exposed to the waistband of my underwear and didn't want to be, I apologize. And if you did want to be, where them donations at? That's all I have to say. That's as close as you're gonna get to a booby stream on this channel. My waistband of my Hanes boxer briefs. They're not boxer briefs, I lied. I just wanted to say boxer briefs. Did I like the Jazzware Sonics? They're not particularly good figures. I have a couple, just cuz, but they're, they're questionable. I guess you get what you pay for. My favorite Super Saiyan level? I think I would probably go with Super Saiyan 3 if I had to pick one. Sonic's gonna be in perpetual running pose because this figure can't pose for crap otherwise. I'm pretty sure Alfonso sent this to me. If that's the case, Alfonso, thanks a bunch. Here's to finding a new Sonic figure that's not an Endoroid. What are you displaying? What I've done is I've taken all of the anime and video games in the world and I've turned them into plastic versions of themselves. And I'm going to put them on a display here so that any of the future anime or video games ever come over, they're going to know what's up. They're going to be like, oh, don't mess with that guy. Guys, just so you know, I can barely read your usernames. I think I can change that. Maybe I should change that. Let me change that. Stare at the side of my head for a minute. Yeah, now I can see your usernames. That's better. Hey, Wicked, what's up? Super Saiyan 2 is your favorite, so you like the one that's basically the same as standard? Let me guess, your favorite flavor of ice cream is vanilla. Alright, so I'm thinking for Kirby. Oh, you know what? Let's let him hold his wand. I think that's fair. What about the Marvel and DC action figures? I'm gonna get some of them out probably, but for now we have to do the stuff that goes in the package, or that is in the package first, because I don't know how much space they're gonna leave behind, and I care much more about these figures than I do those. Like, I have every single DC Universe Classics figure, but at the same time, I really don't care about 99% of them, so I'm not in too big of a hurry to display them. Yeah, Kirby's gonna go on a display stand just because I don't know if he can hold his own weight. Damn Nendoroids and their weird proportions. I have not yet watched Dragon Ball Super. I haven't gotten around to it. I'm not in that much of a rush because it's basically... At least the beginning part is basically stuff I've already seen, just changed a little bit, so I haven't convinced myself I need to do it. I will eventually, but I'm catching up on other things first. I'm way far behind in Fairy Tail, so I need to watch that. I'm way far behind in like a bunch of different things. I need to watch the new Luke Cage show. I need to watch Westworld. Cowboy Bebop is still on my list of things to watch. It's just too much stuff. Who do you want to be included in Smash Bros. Ultimate? Bomberman? Waluigi? The guy with the whip from Castlevania. Can't think of his name right now. Oh my gosh. Gino and Mallow. You know, all the good characters. No, I don't buy Nendroids unless the character design suits the Nendroid style. Like, this is as far as I'll stretch it. I know it's not completely accurate, but it's close enough, and people don't necessarily remember that he didn't look like this, so it's pretty close. But that's why I only have Sonic, Kirby, and Meta Knight. Because I only collect Nendroids if they look like the actual characters. Yeah, but the tournament arcs are not a problem for me, because tournament arcs are fine. I mean, was Frieza better than Cell? Probably. But that doesn't mean Cell's arc was no good. No, we don't need Metroid villains, I don't think. They don't really suit the game. No, I haven't watched Marvel cartoons since the 90s because I doubt they're even close to the quality. Some might be, but I'm guessing they're not. That's not true. I watched the X-Men ones from the 2000s. Damn it, I put the wrong thing in. I don't want his sword in that hand. Look at me not paying attention. It's your fault. It's all of your fault. The NECA It figures, unless they happen to send them to me, probably not. I told them not to. I said I don't know anything about. I mean, I saw the movie, and I did a little bit of research on the fiction of the movie because I thought it was interesting enough, but I have no desire to own it, and I'm not into horror stuff really, so I suggested that they not send them to me. Whoa! Shit. Apparently the hands fall off on this guy if you're holding him by his hands. So apparently if you use the angled hand, he can't hold the sword. That's no good. I mean, yeah, angled hand. Not angled arm, angled hand. I said hand. Rayman? I wouldn't personally care about that, but I could see the appeal. I never got into those games. I think Earthworm Jim would be a nice addition. Hey, they made Kirby. He has no limbs. I would like to get Mega Man X in there also. Alright, so what we need to do here is get this Nintendo shelf done. This is taking so long. How long have we been streaming? An hour 20? Okay. Oh man. I'm gonna try to keep all my Nintendo stuff on this shelf. No, I'll probably do this shelf and put the Tiger and Bunny on this shelf. And then my miscellaneous Figmas are gonna go here. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think if for Smash Bros. Ultimate, if they don't add any new characters, they better give skins. Like Mario and his Super Mario, or just his various looks. Like Mario, oh my god, 2 and 3. I couldn't remember numbers. Golly, this is such a terrible figure. It's so bad. They might as well have just made a statue because the articulation doesn't work and it's ugly as hell. And you can't put his tail in the right pose. I'm pretty sure his tail goes that way. Yeah, it does. You can't even do that. I have literally every single figure from the McFarlane Halo line. That's another one I need to display. And I have about 1 million Transformers also. That's what I'm saying, guys. I have way too much stuff to get on these shelves. So don't be counting on seeing a lot of Marvel Legends or DC Universe. I don't know. That Pikachu's way too big. I think we're not going to display Pikachu. This doesn't make sense. He's too big and he's goofy looking. He's going back in the box. Well, I just don't see the like. I'm gonna do like probably a Jim Lee X-Men shelf if I can, if I have the space. But I just don't see the point of displaying a bunch of $20 figures that are all using the same parts when I can display figures that are worth a lot more that are actually nice figures. My favorite Marvel Legends: Toy Biz Colossus, the new Wolverine. That's it. Oh, I forgot. Mario doesn't come with shit. You have to get the other packages out. Well, sucks for you, Mario. I might grab a pipe for him to be jumping out of or something. But I don't have those with me, so... maybe you guys are just delayed, but I just said which Marvel Legends I'm gonna put up. Definitely not Avengers. I'm not a fan of the Avengers overall. I mean, I like Iron Man. Thor is okay. I don't dislike them. I just don't have any particular affinity for them. I'm all about X-Men. I do not buy Mezco figures. Gosh, these figures are such a wreck too. Can't even pose Luigi, and he's twice as lanky as Mario. Just closets and stacks in my spare room and things like that. I would never store stuff in a storage unit. That's like asking for it to get ruined or stolen. I'm gonna review Mike Tyson, only if someone sends it to me, because I'm definitely not buying it. It looks like a fine figure, but I have zero desire to own a Mike Tyson figure. I can't even make him in a good jumping pose. What the hell? My biggest gripes with figures, watch a review that I've done. Making articulation that doesn't function is probably the biggest one. Because that's a design choice, not a matter of budget or anything. If you're gonna make the articulation, you can make it function. That's all there is to it. And if you're not gonna make it function, then don't put it on the figure just to claim that you have the articulation. And my thoughts on the action figure industry is it's the same as it's always been. The thing that's different is the people buying this stuff. You have people that are weird about buying things and they need to spend as much money as they possibly can, and people like that are the ones that create the problem with exclusives and things. It's not the industry. The industry is doing what it's always done, which is to sell stuff as much as possible for as much as possible. You have thousands of people that are fanboys for Marvel Legends and are like perfectly happy with reused body molds over and over again with no paint and no accessories overall. Again, this is general, speaking generally, and that results in them putting out low quality figures rather than people speaking up and saying, hey, this isn't good, we've gotten 10 of the exact same mold with no paint on it with only a different head and we're paying $20 a piece. That's not okay. But nobody does that. It's the people that are wrong with the action figure industry, not the industry. Hey, Noel, what's up? Thoughts on the new Gargoyles movie? There's nothing to think about yet. I mean, other than it's unlikely to turn out okay. That's going to be a tough one. No, I'm not buying any of the Infinity War figures. How many Marvel Select stuff do I have? Like 3 or 4? I love this figure. I like the new one a lot too, obviously. But boy, did they nail it on this one. By the way, guys, I'm still waiting to hear back about my Metroid accessories. So for those of you that don't tune into my live streams, which you really should, I designed a set of accessories for the Figma Metroid figures. And I'm looking on getting those produced, and it's going to be like a through Kickstarter exclusively type of situation. Kickstarter. Did I say Kickstar? Kickstarter? That's the plan anyway. So if you're into collecting Figmas and have some Metroid, some Samus Aran figures, and you're like, hey, she needs more accessories like her missiles and stuff, I got you. Assuming I can get them produced. What I'm waiting for right now. Word back from the manufacturing company. Who happens to be the same company that just produced those Astro Bots figures. Yeah, I got my Yoshi replaced back at the time. No, I'm not complaining about reused parts, but if you're gonna reuse parts, which everyone does, you need to bring accessories or paint or something. You can't keep reusing parts and then just making everything still ugly as can be. That's not okay. That's the thing. I know exactly how much my collection's worth, give or take, because I haven't updated my spreadsheets in a while. Rectal Wizardry, what's up? Yeah, I've made a super missile, a regular bomb, a power bomb, and 2 blast effects, some smoke poofs to go with those missiles, and power bomb, regular bomb, missile, super missile, smoke poofs, 2 blast effects. I think that's it. Thought there was more. Maybe that's it. Yeah, I know what my collection's worth, but I don't think that's something we need to discuss. I think that's okay. You can imagine what it's worth. You can see what I have here. Double this for imports, and then quadruple it for domestics. The new one's a solid figure for sure. I like it. It's just a little bit hard to have her posed holding her weapon. And her gun arm is too damn big. I'm tempted to just shave off a chunk. Technically, if you could cut off a ring right here on this and shorten this just a little bit, it wouldn't snap into place as well, but it would work. You could even just, well, yeah, you can't really shave off over here. That'd take a lot more technical skill. But it could be done. Why did I put Samus on her display stand? I don't need her on a display stand. Damn it, now I have to take it out. If I could only pick one, I'd have to go with the new Samus. I forgot my rule. Don't use display stands unless you absolutely need them. So, I don't. I'll pose her up later and she won't need a display stand. Yeah, this is such a solid Samus figure. Oh, I love it. I hate the flaws, the issues with it, but it's still a badass figure. How do I want to pose it, though? What's a good pose? Maybe for now. Well, we're not really worried about poses for now anyway, but... Oh, that's right, I extended my waist a little bit. Did I ever tell you guys about that? I don't think I did. Maybe I did. You can go, you see that little black ring in there? That's a little O-ring from Home Depot. If you put that in there, or put it around the peg here, it extends her torso just the right amount. You get the right size. And it looks so much better. Have I ever had a display crashing down? I've never had a display. So, no. I haven't. Your whole shelf came down? That sounds like user error. How did your shelf come down? They generally stay where you put them, in my experience. I forgot how everything on this figure is so freaking loose. Super annoying to handle. Oh man, I grabbed the wrong hand. Dang it. I grabbed the cigarette hand instead of the gun holding hand. Any SH Monster Arts? No. I don't think I do. I think I dropped a piece. I did earlier. I don't know if I still have one dropped. I don't think so. The re-release will be less loose. I don't know. They've already re-released it twice. Or they've at least re-released it once. They might have re-released it a second time. I'm not sure. Oh, that's right. His holster's not a real holster. I went and got his pistol out for no reason. Damn it. Jordan So the King. Welcome. Look how loose this bastard is. He's just flopping around. You loose bastard. Okay, I gotta be right back. I just heard my doorbell ring and I'm pretty sure it's just a package. But I'll be right back. I'm back. Did you miss me? Did my underwear show this time when I got up? I'm sweating again. It's not particularly hot, but I sweat a lot anyway. Hey guys, let's stop talking about what the moderator's doing and what you're doing or whatever. I've had these moderators here for a while now. I trust them for the most part. So listen, if they ask you to not do something, then just chill out and resume your regular participation. I think that's the best way to go about it. We don't need to argue about it or talk about it. It doesn't mean you're a shitty person. It might mean that, but doesn't necessarily mean that. So just don't worry about it. Chill out. I don't like a lot of the design choices in the new Smash. Like making Ike skinny again. I don't like that. I don't like... Well, I don't want to get into it. But there's a lot of things I would change. And maybe they will. But Sakurai's kind of a dingleberry, so I doubt it. I've never seen somebody bitch more about their work that's making them super rich. Oh, I had to develop this game which used almost completely reused assets from previous games. And I busted my ass on it. So you mean you did the same thing every other game developer has ever done, except you're getting to reuse all of your assets, basically. Stop complaining, Sakurai. Stop it. Oh, that's right. I forgot I complained about that in the review. His Pokeball hand and his pointing finger hand are the same side, so you can't have him pointing at a Pokemon saying, I'm gonna Pokeball your ass. Poor design choices, man. Poor design choices. Oh, I forgot to put his hair back on. Y'all need to calm down out there. Holy crap. We're watching a guy play with toys, and you guys are getting into arguments. Stop it. Stop it right now. I don't know about Figuarts Zero, but $40 doesn't sound like a bootleg price for a Figuarts Zero. How do I decide what to keep mock? It's easy. I don't keep anything mock. I have like 4 figures mint on car. Okay, I have more than that. I lied. I can show you them though. They're all right here. You can actually see some of them. So I have a Halo figure right here that isn't even a clamshell protector thingy. It's signed by people. It's a Comic-Con exclusive version signed by Master Chief voice actor and Cortana voice actor. But I have doubles of everything that I have mock. I have a couple other Halo figures over there. You can see the Golden Rewards one, and then just the original release. Those are I keep mock because I have spares. I have a Japanese Ryu. Because I have, obviously, a full collection of loose figures, and I thought it'd be fun to have the Japanese version. So I have that. And then I have all of the previews figures. You can see Akuma's packaging right there. I have all the previews figures already loose as well, but I figured I'd keep a set of those on card, or in the box. Just because, I still need a Shin Akuma in the box, unfortunately. I haven't found a double of that one yet, but... only things that I have particular fondness of, and that I have extras of, I keep on the card, because I think it looks cool. Not in Dallas specifically, but yes. Greetings from the Czech Republic. Well, greetings back to you, sir. From the United States. I don't live in Dallas. I live in the DFW area. Pokemon. Gotta catch 'em all. Well, he's not going to go in the pod, so I'm not real worried about it. But that's the magic of cartoons. They can make big people fit in small places. I like that figure better too. The God of War 3 Kratos. I like it better than the Dad of War Kratos. However, the Dad of War Kratos I think is a better figure. You see, people often conflate what I say is good and bad about a figure as far as my reviews as to being what I personally like, and they're not always the same thing. It really just depends. Don't be conflating the things I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You're in Keller/Fort Worth. I'm very near you, but I'm not gonna get any closer than that in telling you where I live, because you could be a freaking weirdo for all I know. Statistically speaking, you are on the internet watching a man play with toys, so the odds of you being a weirdo are fairly high. Oh my gosh, people need to chill. I doubt that the moderators are timing people out for no reason, because they have no reason to do that. Their entire job is to promote what's going on here, so if they're timing you out, there's got to be a reason for it. Also, it's a timeout in an internet chat. Why does that bother people so much? It's not like anybody said you're a scumbag, get out of here. You're gonna go watch some of my other videos and miss an opportunity to watch me handle toys? I don't know, man. That seems like a poor choice. How often do you get to see someone's head on screen while they're handling a figure off screen? That's almost never. What's your favorite Marvel Legends figure? Mine is Ghost Rider that comes with the Hell Cycle. You mean the new one? Or the old one? Either way, they're both solid. I don't know, I have so many that I like. I think if I had to pick one, maybe Colossus. The OG Colossus. What did you think of Thanos having a stupid tank top on for like all of Infinity War? I didn't mind the clothes so much. Actually, I didn't mind him so much in the movie as much as I thought I would. I think I would have preferred him not having a tank top. I don't know why they did that, but it never really registered as being a problem for me. Are we not all a little weird for collecting figures? No, not necessarily. But I said statistically speaking, there's a higher probability of somebody watching a man play with action figures being weird than somebody who doesn't do that. Now you have to realize I'm the man playing with the figures, so I'm including myself to some degree in this measurement. I'm not calling you guys weird, but I'm saying it's more likely you're weird than the guy that's not watching this right now. That's all. Let's be realistic about it. And I'm definitely not trying to give away my absolute location on the planet to people, because that would just be a problem, most likely. What other reviewers do I like? None. I don't watch other reviewers. I do what I do, and if anybody else wants to do stuff, that's on them. But it doesn't affect me. I pay zero attention to what other people are doing in the same fields as me, except for art, because I'd like to learn from other people for art. But, yeah, I don't see the point of watching other reviewers. I kind of miss this figure. I haven't had it out in forever. Is it perfect? Not by a long shot, but it's still a pretty fun figure. My top figures of 2015? Let me know how it is. That's probably the one where no, I can't remember that one. That one's too far ago. Too far past. Can't remember it. Oh man, I forgot how much of a pain in the ass this is. Getting him to hold his shield. $125 for Android 17. That what he's going for? I thought 18 was going for a lot. I didn't know 17 was too. But that's probably a really bad idea. They just re-release, or they just put up pre-orders for 16. A reissue of 16. So there's a decent chance they're going to do the same thing for the other Androids. I haven't given up on Robot Damacy, they just haven't made anything I care about. In fact, I still have a giant cardboard box full of Robot Damacy that I'd like to get on this display. I just haven't pulled them out yet because I've already got more than enough I have to deal with at the moment. Oh my gosh, I cannot get his hand peg in now that the shield's on. There we go. I think I got it. Yeah. Yay. Why is it unpegging itself? I thought this fit okay. Alright. The sword is now on his arm. I feel like it's going to unpeg itself any second. We're not going to touch it anymore. I said sword, I think. I meant shield. So you see, guys, this is why you buy doubles when they come out. Almost all of them have done this on eBay. Not every single Figuarts DBZ figure has become super valuable, but almost all of them have at least doubled in price. It makes collecting a lot easier when you buy extras when they're new, rather than having to pay more later. Or dare I say, even sell the extras down the road if you run out of space or something. Alright, more Link. Here we go. Link all over the place. They're not redoing 16, they're reissuing 16. I do own all of the Dragon Ball figures. Minus the Mexico one, but that's the same as the SDCC one from the same year. So it's just a packaging variant, and I don't have that packaging variant. Hey, I'm just gonna throw this out there because people keep talking about detolfs. Detolfs are absolutely terrible for displaying smaller figures. If you have really large figures, like Hot Toys or statues, then that's a good idea. But for small figures, Detolfs are a terrible waste of space. Unless you've got like a bunch of shelves in your Detolf, but I don't think most people have that. It's a reissue, so I don't think he'll be in a new box. He also doesn't need a 2.0, unless they're going to make him bigger. That first figure was just what it needed to be. Man, this Link is so terrible. Honestly speaking, it's not even close to proportionally. Just looking at it. I haven't looked at it in so long, it's disappointing me all over again. It's cool looking if you don't pay attention to the proportions, but this looks like some deviant art, fan fiction, porno proportions. Like, it's just not at all what Link is supposed to look like. Not even close to what he's supposed to look like. Hey, speaking of press F for respects, don't actually do that. What you guys should do is hit that like button if you haven't yet. That would help me out a whole lot. And I imagine you at least enjoy my content a little bit if you're watching right now. So you should want to do that. Hit the like button, turn on your notifications, all that good stuff. Make sure your notifications are all the way on. Also, I suppose I should point this out because I guess people are watching that weren't watching yesterday. I'm not necessarily encouraging, I'm not discouraging it, but I'm not encouraging it. If you happen to want to make a donation, if you want to, then don't use Super Chat. It won't show up for me, and YouTube takes 30% of it, which is ungodly. If you want to, I'm not saying you should, but if you want to, you should use the link in the description, because it makes stuff happen on screen, it fills the little green meter, and it actually lets you type in a message, which it will read for you on the stream, which is way better than Super Chats. That's all I'll say about that. Also, give me all your money. Give me all your money. Do we want to change his face? No, I don't want to change his face. I have not played Monster Hunter, no. TP Link a lefty again, or did he stay righty? He's a lefty. Okay. Are you gonna play, what is that, Kingdom Hearts? No. Nope, never got into Kingdom Hearts. Played the first one, it was fine. Never really got into it though. These are Billy bookshelves from IKEA with Morliden doors. That's right, they named their doors Morliden, but the bookshelf is named Billy. Just realized the angry face I put on Link looks like he's chewing gum. Too late now. Not changing it. Oh well. No, the doors are absolutely terrible at keeping out dust. Unless you do what I did and put weather stripping. Like I bought some foam weather stripping and lined the cabinet. Actually, I put it on the doors. You probably can't see it. Yeah, you can't see it. But I'll also have a strip going down here once I get... Actually, the package that came earlier is the one for this. But yeah, they leave a gap in the middle and then there's a gap all the way around the side. So it's kind of a pain in the ass. But I don't know a better option. So I just got some foam weather stripping that matches the cabinet. So when you close them, you can't see it at all. And then you're dust proof. You're completely dust proof. So it's like, I don't know, 30 bucks in weather stripping, which is definitely not ideal. I thought I was pretty upset when I realized that it was going to require that, but it's better than nothing. I don't know where you're going to get glass doors and cabinets for. It's $160 per unit with the doors, and then figure, I don't know, 10 bucks for weather stripping. It's not terrible. So it's 170 bucks for the unit with the doors, which, you know. Which figure would you like to have that hasn't been made or done right? Oh my gosh, I made a whole video about that, Max. You need to watch it. I made a whole video about figures I want that don't exist. Did you not see that video? Damn it, Max. I told you. I'm just joking. I did make the video though. You should see it. You should go watch it. It's in my top 10 playlist. Isn't that like $5,000 right there? What do you mean $5,000? I just stopped talking about Walking Dead. The fanboys wore me out. I couldn't take it anymore. If the cabinets are $160 a piece and I have 4 of them, that does not add up to $5,000. All of the figures? Oh, it's probably more than that. Hey, I see somebody asked why I'm being a dick. What are you talking about? Here's the thing I've found interesting. The only people that think I'm a dick are the people that don't know how to act like normal human beings, and I don't put up with their shit. Like, that's all the normal people I associate with on the internet don't have any problem with me because I don't have to not put up with their shit. If you think I'm being a dick, I think you should probably check yourself. Literally. And also check yourself before you wreck yourself. Because you're probably being a dick. Which company do I think would make good Cartoon Network? Nobody. That's cool. I'll have to look that up. What's your name? Oh, your name disappeared. The place in Hearst. I'll look it up. It's not particularly close, but it's close enough that I can go. It's closer than freaking IKEA. That's for sure. You hope I'm having a great day so far. How could I be having a bad day if I'm playing with toys and talking to my audience? That seems like a good day to me. I mean, honestly speaking, back to the person saying I'm a dick, short of making like mom jokes and things like that, because that's always fun. I don't think I've ever spoken disrespectfully to anybody who wasn't already being disrespectful and or a rude little shit. And if that's the case, then if that makes me a dick, then I'm okay with that. By today's standards, if telling people that they're being rude little shits when they're being rude little shits makes you a dick, I can live with that. Why does this lady only have a smiling face or a yelling face? I'm gonna have to go with the yelling face, because the smiling face is creeping me out. How does her head even connect? I can't change her face out. This pegs. What the? Oh, it was just stuck. The seam's right at her hairband. It was stuck, so I thought it was all one piece, but it wasn't. Ooh, One Piece. I want to get my One Piece figures out. Guys, this is taking too long. I want all these things done already. There's too much stuff. We may not do any 3D sculpting this week. Yeah, now we have the yelling face, which looks even goofier. This is... Remember how disappointed I was in this figure when I got it. And I still am. There's a place near me called Second and Charles, and I think they sell collectibles, so I might have to check it out. Well, good luck. And here's the thing, there's not much I need to buy, though. That's old stuff. I have pretty much everything I want from prior to now. So retro stores are cool, but they don't really serve me any purpose. I wouldn't mind getting the Anniversary Beast Wars that came with the, that alien, what was that alien called now? Transmutate. But I already have Transmutate, so I don't really need the Beast Wars either. So I don't know. That's really the only thing I can think of. Are you going to re-upload this? Yes, just like last night's. This one will be on the channel. Alright, guys, I think we may call it a day after we get these guys kind of just up. Although this shelf is going to be Tiger and Bunny, and the Nintendo stuff's going to be moved up. So, I don't know. We've already been going for over 2 hours. Here's the thing, though. The sculpting streams I need to get done for work purposes, but I still need to do this one way or the other. So, we'll see if I can get it done on my own time. Do you guys, like... We've got a decent size audience. It's still relatively small out of 100,000, 120,000 people, which is kind of discouraging, but whatever. Anyway, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I wish I could get like thousands of people to tune in at once. Then when I make fart jokes and things, everybody can enjoy it instead of just 100 people. I guess you guys are in an exclusive club right now. Not fart jokes so much as that's what she said jokes. I don't really make fart jokes. I've never found fart jokes particularly funny. I don't really see the appeal. Is it cool if I show to your home unannounced? That would be unrecommended. Unless you like Swiss cheese. That's all I'll say about that. Because you're going to go home looking like it. Oh, actually, you wouldn't go home, but I can't say anything else. Otherwise, people are going to say I'm threatening somebody. It would be a bad idea to show up to my house unannounced, especially if you try to get in. That'd just be really bad for you all the way around. What happened to reviewing your brother's Hot Toys? They're about 1,200 miles away in Ohio. So, you know. It's difficult. You see what I mean, though? About statistically, you're more likely to be a weirdo? That guy just asked if it would be okay if he showed up at my house. But yeah, smaller streams are good and I can recognize you guys, and that's awesome, but I mean, I still have to look at it financially. I mean, in terms of views and things, it's kind of important to get a big audience going. Because that's how people on the internet make money. So I do appreciate this, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm still doing it. Clearly, I'm doing it for a reason. Oh, I didn't mean I have a lot of sharp, pointy objects. But yeah, let's go with that. Anyway, I obviously appreciate the small streams. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing them. But my job is to not have a small audience. It is to have a large one. I haven't played PUBG in ages. That new map was just not fun at all, and there were still too many problems with the game. So, no. I haven't played the new test server. Plus, you guys, it's not like if I did get a lot more viewers that I still wouldn't be able to recognize you. I might not see your comments as easily because, you know, they'd be getting pushed back, but I'd still recognize you guys. So, it's not like you should be rooting for me to fail. That's not what you should be doing. We should want the stream to be as big as possible. Plus, if I get a bigger audience, I can do more stuff. You know, the more profitable it is to be on the internet, more stuff on the internet I can provide. So the more audience, the more content. The more content, the more audience. You see how it works. You want me to hurry up? That's a reasonable thing. Well, Aaron, I mean, a lot of people are on the internet not looking for actual information. And that's fine. They're looking for other things. And my reviews are focused primarily on information. So that's the way it goes. My favorite One Piece figure is probably Nico Robin. Alright, let's get these guys organized a little bit. And then we're going to call it. Because we're pushing like 2.5 hours now, I think. Maybe we'll do one tonight. You guys want a late night stream? Actually, it'd probably be a different audience mostly, since most of you are probably going to be doing like things like going to bed. But maybe we'll do a late night stream. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That didn't work out well at all. I almost saved it. It's not brutal honesty. You keep saying brutal honesty. It's just honesty. It's a freaking review. If I'm not telling you what's wrong with a figure in a review, I'm not providing you with anything worthwhile. In fact, I'm doing a disservice to my audience. It's not a matter of brutal honesty. It's just that's what a review is supposed to be. Honest, objective, as unbiased as possible. There's nothing brutal about it. That's literally what a review is supposed to be. Everything I do here is for your benefit. I mean, obviously it has to be beneficial to me too, but if it's not going to be... If it's going to do a disservice to my audience, I'm not going to do it. That's a good way of putting it. Like, I could get so much more free stuff if I would just be like, yeah, everything's great, but I'm not going to do that. For instance, the Beast Kingdom people sent me those 4 figures I posted about the other day, and I'm guessing by the time I'm done reviewing those, I will never get anything from them again. But that's the way it goes. Yeah, that package moving finesse almost worked. Oh, you know what? We need to open up the rest of the Nintendo figures. So we have to do the Pokemon stuff, and then we'll call it for the day. I'll open these 4 guys right here. Ooh, and Charizard. Where's Charizard? There he is. Alright, we'll open up the Nintendo figures, and then we'll call it. And I still have to get out the loose ones, but we're not doing that now. Oh no, I didn't do it in the same way. That's not good. Ah. I screwed it up somehow. Dang it. Late night would be more than an hour, you know. I got Lizardon. He's right here. I said Cherry. I was talking about Charizard. Here's Comex. I'm going to start referring to them only by their Japanese names, just to screw with people. I think that's the way to do it. What's a Comex? Comex is a water turtle. You got roasted. You didn't get roasted. Guys, that's not what roasting is. That is not what roasting is. when he said Pokemans. What do you mean? That's what they're called. Isn't it what they're called? Look at the parallax on that. This webcam doesn't do well up close. Look how much it's stretching my head. That's not good. Oh well. You might, no, I'm saying you might be an hour behind, but if it's a late night stream, 1 hour is not going to help you that much if you have to go to bed for work. Because late night doesn't mean like 10 or 11. It's later night. Names don't count, obviously. If it's an English-only stream, that only applies to words that aren't names. Proper nouns don't count. I could call them Pokemons, like Ash did. Does he still do that? Do they still not know how to pronounce Pokemon? It's a Pokemon! I don't know why. That sounded like Mickey Mouse just there. Won't do that again. If you guys are in Eastern times, then that's 2 hours different. I don't know what time zones you're in, though. Get our Fushigi-Bana going. Such a pain in the ass. Does this come off? I don't remember. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot they're absolutely flaccid. He is 100% flaccid. That is not okay. Well, that one's not. Why is this one? Ah, I didn't have it in right. Okay, cool. Sweet. Do I listen to Lil Boomstick? I don't listen to anybody whose name starts with Lil, unless it's a name like Lillian. In which case, probably still, that's gonna be a no. I'm caught up on One Piece for, damn it, for the dub. Why am I having so much trouble with this? They are technically pocket monsters, you're not wrong. I don't remember this guy being such a pain in the ass. Apparently he is. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm gonna have extra space. I'm pretty sure. I'm counting on having extra space. But I've got more than just Bowser. I've got Fox and Falco and Metal Mario. I've got a handful of them. The kind of music I listen to would be like instrumental. I like some rock and roll, but instrumental guitar like stuff. But yeah, anything instrumental really. Oh man, that's why. The flowers, the petals aren't in the right location. Hey, if you think this is boring, you can piss right off. This is totally voluntary. You are more than welcome to leave if you don't want to be at the thing you chose to be at. I'm gonna end up breaking this. Because they put them on wrong. I'm gonna go to something that is entirely voluntary, and when the thing that's happening there is exactly what was advertised, I'm gonna complain about it. That seems like a reasonable thing to do. I don't understand how to make this freaking thing fit. I can't get it to fit with his thingies on. The top part just does not want to be on. I'm doing it the right way, too. There, I guess that's as good as it's gonna get. That'll do. Somebody said something nice to me. I don't see your name and I only see half of your comment, but thanks for the support. I appreciate it. We may end up with 2 shelves for Nintendo, I don't know. Ivysaur? No. Venusaur. But honestly, if you watch a stream that says setting up my display, what do you think's gonna be in that stream? Did you expect dancing and fireworks? Or did you expect a guy taking things out of the package and setting up a display? I mean, what's the difference between DR's Pokemon and SH Figuarts Pokemon? Nothing. Unless you're talking about Charizard, in which case there's a few things because there's a reissue. But otherwise, they're the same brand. So, practically speaking, there is no difference. What the heck? Why won't it open? It's not even taped. Shit. I don't know what time I'm streaming tonight. I don't know if I'm going to, but it'll be later, most likely. You guys got all the underwear you need last night. The only thing I don't like about having the SH Figuarts version of Charizard rather than the original one is the mouth fire piece is kind of dumb. The original one had the fire that he shot out of his mouth. This one has it like coming out the sides, and that's kind of lame. So I'm still tempted to buy the original one. Plus the original one had more of an orange color. This one's a little bit more yellow. Whoa, I put that in my mouth and it tasted really bad. I do have a Discord server, believe it or not. I don't think I have a link to it public. I thought I did though. Thought I did, but then I thought I didn't, and I don't remember how it ended up. I'm pretty sure one of the Discord people can get you the link though. You guys can generate links. My favorite figure that I own? I don't know. That's tough. That's really tough. Hey, Fluffy. You want to come get in the way some? Hmm? You guys want to see Fluffy? Nope, he's leaving. Yeah, see, I don't like that fire for Charizard. It hides his face. I think what I might do is not use it. I'm not going to use it. I'll use some of my other fire that's up there. I've got some up there. Whoa. Apparently his tail comes off pretty easily. Well, it's for a particular move, Alfonso, so it makes sense for that one move, but it doesn't make sense for anything else, which makes it kind of a bummer. It's for this. See, they show it like that too, which looks goofy. But it's for this move right here where he's flying down and the fire's coming out of his mouth, so it's curling around his head, which makes perfect sense in that pose only. You're a good boy, Fluffy. Thank you for not getting into all my shit. Mewtwo. Remember how bad the Variable Action Heroes Mewtwo was? And Lucario? Woof. I need to get a Lucario figure arts. I thought I had one. Maybe I never bought one. I think he cost too much. Those are two figures I need. Lucario and Pit. No. Yeah, don't use the Detolfs, man. The Detolfs don't... They're terrible use of space. Oh, that's right. I forgot I had a Pikachu that's closer to the right size. I'll just keep the little Pikachu around. That's fine. This Pikachu can hide. The Detolfs are not difficult to put together. I'm not Detolfs. Wow. The bookshelves are not difficult to put together. They're kind of big if you get the big ones. And there are some relatively heavy parts, so if you're not a large person, you may have some issues. But I didn't have any problem. You're supposed to do it with two people. But I'm kind of handy. So I was able to do it by myself. How many of the bunny figures do you have? All of them. Literally all of them. You can see right here, though. It's all of them. I have all the variants, all the everything. Except for... Like, so, okay, I didn't get all of them because a couple of the original Wild Tigers that didn't really look different except for maybe one logo or something, I didn't get that. But anything that came with a noticeably different thing, other than just the branding on it, I got. So, all of the effective variants. Practical variants, I guess. Oh shit, that's right. Mewtwo doesn't have a peg hole on his back. Son of a bitch. Figmas are definitely not cheaper than figure arts. Yeah. Son of a... Damn it. Hate when you have to use the clips to hold a figure up. The clips don't work for crap. A Discord bot? I don't know what you're talking about. There's no good way for me to pose these bastards. Not pose them, but display them without them taking up a bunch of too much space. I guess that's gonna have to do. There's a bot for Discord. If you know about it, post it. Send it to me in Discord, because I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't know Discord had bots. Okay. Hi, Fluff. Yeah, I think we're gonna need more space for the Nintendo figures. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do a lot of rearranging. That was my plan. I just wanted to get them kind of estimated as I set them out. So we'll see how it goes, guys. But the Pokemans are just taking up too much damn space. I don't know if I'm going to get them for a review. I asked my contact at Tamashii Nation, since my contact at Storm stopped talking to me, which was the president of the company. He just completely ignores my emails now. I guess he didn't like that I pointed out the flaws of the figures. Whatever. Anyway, I asked my Tamashii Nation's rep if I could, my contact who is the, whatever. I asked him if I could get review samples, so maybe. Otherwise, I'm buying them anyway, so we'll see. But the review samples will come sooner. Yes, I own everything I review unless I say I borrowed it from a friend. I mean, I guess I could have sold some of this stuff. I have sold some. We can't get a good Pikachu, guys. It's just never gonna happen. Alright, let's see how we can fit any of these things in here. Maybe Team Rocket doesn't need to be out. I don't know where I'm going to put them anyway. I'm thinking I'm going to put Team Rocket... Hi, Fluff. Leave that. I think I'm going to put Team Rocket away. They're just taking up space I don't want to use up on them. Thanks, Bread. Alright, Fluff, back over here. Yeah, I'm putting away Team Rocket. They're taking up too much space. Where's the packaging? How did I lose packaging? Oh. Ah, the Inkling figure. Definitely not. I've seen Goro, yeah. I saw him in person back when they first showed him off. Sorry, Team Rocket. Looks like you're blasting off again. See what I did there? Oh, man. That is some comedy gold. Martin, thanks for the support. Thanks for watching my reviews. Where are the little Pokemans? What do I review? Action figures, primarily. I have a YouTube channel, relatively substantial. Might want to check it out if you're into action figures. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need more room for the Nintendo stuff. The Nendroids are taking up too much space. Thanks, Martin. Most of this is gonna end up getting rearranged. I just kind of need to get it on the shelf for now. Not falling forward. Apparently she doesn't stand easily. Alright. We need to change Samus's pose. It's taking up too much space. They haven't announced they've canceled the Naruto line. They're just doing us all a favor and not making any more. Oh, sick burn. Oh, hi Fluff. Did you want something? You just basically stuck your asshole right on my cup. Right where my mouth goes. Thanks, buddy. Why are you climbing me? You can't climb me. I'm doing something. Come over here. Yeah, I've reviewed all of the Naruto figures. You should check them out. Buddy, this is a bad time. How about you go back over here? Alright guys, I guess we're gonna leave Mario and Bowser and Donkey Kong down here. Oh my gosh. Well, this is happening. Well, I think this might be the time to end the stream then, because I don't know how I'm going to handle this situation without making a mess of things. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it. I might be doing one later, so make sure you check back or turn on all your notifications and all that kind of stuff. And thanks again for being here, guys. Have a good rest of your weekend. I'll see you later. If not, I'll see you probably tomorrow morning in a video. Maybe another live stream tomorrow evening. I don't know. We'll see. Have a good day.